Yeah.
Vainglorious Vanguard.
Knowledge born.
Yeah.
United front. What you want?
To the Knowledge Radio.
We in here. What you got? Dot.
Work hard as a slave to one day be your savior. The wave unwavering. This is a labor of love. Rise with a purpose every day. Invigorated. If we were on TV, we'd be 10 times syndicated. If we waited for validation, a paycheck or accolades, we'd be starved, already lost or ran away. But when you're square, solid, and your circle too, you don't need a place for silence. The concept is conquered through media, not areas of people activity. A mix that don't lose ethnicity, tightness that don't lose elasticity. Explicitly, this isn't where we give the novice regard. Nah, this is where knowledge is born. Last time that I checked, I'm undefeated. Deliver edicts, can't resist when the gods build and manifest freedom. When lines get crossed, they may push a loss, cause they get handed a check. We kick your can and cancel your cancerous gestures. A prophet vision, precision, the prescription for the sickness is to inoculate your fate with the winning. Arrogant beginnings turn to humble endings. And US with KBA is the win-win. 1K.
Reviews. Make folks feel you. Chris, can you give us a... Don't be rude. Can you give us a question? Don't be when you have a question. I'm not going to give you a question. You are fake news. Sir, go ahead. Yeah, fake dudes with their fake jewels. Fake boobs with the fake glutes. Fake food with the case glue. Fake news to our fake Jews. They hate food and ungrateful. They race you like you playful. They late news. We don't break food. We pay dues. Yeah, we hate food. Left tips like the plate chew. Left wrist place with straight jewels. Set trip like our waist blue. Connect with the left fist. Yeah, we spray tools. We set pick shooting J's too. Nothing but the neck bitch break full. Hand, but we stay cool. Appetite insatiable. The sacrifice unfakeable. The act of life inescapable. The act of life unmistakable. You pack a light uncontainable. You stack it right. It becomes attainable. Philly status. Same status. Philly Maddox. Really status. Through your cabbage. Little strings like Liddy Kravitz. The father. Odds in the average. Still he has it yet. Killer's magic. When over in the fabric. See the illustrate graphics. Only think the master's speed and blast it off. But girls and acid. Yeah. Fruits like this slump stomp you. Gators to your face too. Might kill your bitch too. Bobby Graham with me in the shop for an hour. No kind of Clive Davis history. Copyright mystery. You finna be in the seat paying me. Motion fucking picture me just to see the blind me. Stevie in the vision be Persian poem Farsi. Here see divide y'all but not we. Move like a war report Nazi. Sufi sorcery. No gun can shoot me. No pig can see me. No fake news me. Rest in peace to Juicy. Bullets never choosy. They usually shoot through seats too. Don't forget to peep through all of your rear views. Make punks fear you. Chris been told you. Love's gonna kill you. Scorpios will thrill you. Or you, anoint you with oil, spoil you, blood in the cement, the concrete royal, death to the creeps that ignored you, fake court cased you, life when it tore you, evaporate dope off that oil. I believe in everything I sniff, I believe in bullets in the fifths, I believe in holes in these tricks, fruits of that Islam, stomp you till you piss, gated to your face too, and guess what, now it's too late to, dead you, fake news. Nigga. Yeah.
Now let's talk two eras. Dope era and the crack era. One produced hip hop and the other produced the rap era. Shit, some may even say that's the whack era, but let's go back. There are a few things to consider. Now I grew up in both of these eras, so I don't want to come across as some old school nigga that's bitter. But that heroin, legend has it that Joe Hammond was nifty on the court. He can run, jump, and shoot with the best of them. But when he got that dope in his veins, he could drop 50 on the court. Hell, it was like he was lifted on the court. And that crack, man, that shit is whack. Heron been making niggas lean back, and I'm just stating the facts. In the 70s, they had a code that they lived by. They didn't sell the children. They didn't sell the pregnant women. They shared the love. Shit, they were just selling the dope to get by. But when that crack era hit, these young hustlers wasn't sharing shit. They were just concerned about steering whips down the highway, and they didn't care a bit about sharing love or unity. Yeah, that heroin broke up many families, but that crack broke up communities. Some fiends shot so much dope that they was called golden arms. Some crackheads ingested so much smoke that they be in front of the bank holding arms, while their kids are on the corner for 3 days with folded arms like, has anybody seen my mom's? Now Clinton said 3 strikes and you out, but this ain't baseball. Now you was safe as long as you had that pipe in your mouth and you was trying to base a ball. But if you was trying to hustle and sell that base so that you can ball and you caught that case, man, you better shake it off, because you could be facing up north. Yeah, that heroin invaded your veins. But that crack, and that invaded your brains. I bear witness, it made them insane. And while the heroin era produced true G's, the crack era produced true lames.
Elements will test you. The elements will test you. Feathers with serpents, we eat vermin. A coward is a burden. You think you really know a nigga till you at his sermon? You could do the healing, I'ma do some killing. Ancient drug dealing, Coco Botanica, all through America. Oh, what a feeling. Line them up, jukes them, stick them up, whip them. Shining on Instagram, check out the Insta blare. Nigga better tell him, God don't love him, he let him shoot him. You ain't the truth, nigga, till you make a building, till you feed some children. Until then we shoot them. Punks jump up, brand Nubian reduced them. Washed up veggie niggas pushed them and juiced them. Washed up veggie niggas pushed them and juiced them. Bring it back, selector. Might not never see me, God is so clever. Rise in the morning, nigga, fresh every weather. Elements will test you. Elements will test you. Bring it back, selector. Elements will test you. Hypertension, dimension. Slap the sense in a zombie. You couldn't bomb me with an army and a million missiles. In success, I see myself. Faces on the dollar, put a spaceship in the stars. Answer El Muhammad. We them hidden crooks from the forbidden book. Who gave it all to the poor when we did the jugs. Closet full of classics. We up money, we never bummy. Lounging, orange rubbing out the metal basket. Super nigga, black face, ghetto bastard. Still shining on my pimp route. Raw diamonds inside the silk pouch. How you the man went out the house, you got kicked out. Must because you big mouth. Quit asking me what's next, my shit's out. No more stupid questions, this is now, all of this is alchemy. Big bags of money, boy, you bring it to existence. Big bags of money, man, you working with the wizards. Working with the wizards. Bring it back, select. I love this texture.
Now that's how you start some shit off right here. You understand what I'm saying? I still got a little bit of that shit left in me right here. You know? Hip Hop Legends Podcast, episode number 9. We right here, approaching the God Hour. We got the God Minds in the building. We got Bop Killa, Hip Hop Brews and Beats in the building. And we got the man, the myth, the legend. Everybody came to see him. You understand what I'm saying? Let me tell y'all something real quick about this master metaphysician, this mastermind. I'm gonna give him the dog star of hip hop. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna give him the dog star of hip hop. He is the dog star of hip hop. He is the dog star of the occult. He is the dog star of the metaphysical world. He is the Malku, man. Brooklyn in the house. Let me tuck my chain in and shit real quick. You understand?
Right.
We bring on my brother, man. You know, the divine Scorpio in his element, all the way from LA. Only nigga that could go from Brooklyn to LA. You You understand what I'm saying? This is he is the before and the aftermath of the Notorious B.I.G., man. Let's make some motherfucking noise for my brother, man, in real life. My brother in real life, not these internet nigga shit. You understand? My brother in real life, the legend who inspires legends. A.A. Rashid. Legend.
What's up, Lord?
I know you're getting your shit situated over there.
Yeah.
Some motherfucking noise. Some motherfucking noise.
Yo,
Let me get this shit.
now yo, knowledge. What was that first track that you played though?
Which one? Fake news?
I don't know. I don't know the name of them. What was the very first one you put on?
Yeah. That was fake news. That was the twins. That was the twin pillars
Oh,
and the
okay.
Malcool. You know what I'm saying? The Malcool off the top rope like Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. He's a fucking legend. You understand what I'm saying? That's motherfucker.
That's crazy.
The
My
reason
son bought me a Ricky the Dragon toy yesterday. For
Crazy.
real.
Crazy. See how it go? See how it go?
Word up.
no, but I asked that because you said he in LA, and it's a West Coast rapper named Vince Staples. The way that rhyme was delivered and structured, like I be seeing some of that in Vince Staples. So I was wondering, you know what I'm saying, what track that was, so I can go run that back one time.
Yeah, I send it to you.
Nice.
Send it to you. We got the brolickness of hip hop in the building. You understand? The Brooklyn element ain't the same as the Bronx element, the Harlem element, the Manhattan element, the Queens element. It's a Brooklyn element, you know. It was so Brooklyn when I heard the fucking what was the joint? The year wrap up. I know Skills was doing it, and then Uncle Murder did this shit. He said, "I'm from Brooklyn. We've been taking niggas shit." Like that was his response. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. You know what it is when you go over there. You know what the elements is. You know, and we got a champion with war scars and live to tell it and bring it back in the most authentic, artistic, and intelligent manner. And I know he's getting his shit together, but that's my brother in real life. I know him in real life, you know.
For sure. But honestly, what is it about the Brooklyn MC? Because we can talk about all the boroughs, and there's names down the list for every borough. But when it comes to Brooklyn, the list gets kind of ridiculous. You pretty much talking about 80-90% legends. If they made it to the big stage, they become legendary.
Right. It's a gutter element. The water not clean.
Yeah.
I'm from Jersey. You see what I'm saying? So I know I'm like one of the only few motherfuckers that can take the streetway to Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Come through East New York and shit. The streetway. I don't got to pay no nothing. You know what I mean? Like,
No toll.
the streetway. Because it's $1 million to go to New York from New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? $1 million going and coming. So you coming through a way you may not make it back from.
Right.
So it's always ill.
Yeah, you know how you be having open containers and shit? I had an open container around my records, bro. And right now I'm in my showroom, and I got a lot of expensive shit in here. And I had fucked off some albums before with like a small spill. You think you cleaned it up, but the shit will start mildewing on you, and then it spreads. That shit is like, that shit's terrible. So, and weathering and all that with paper start grasping the water, and it starts getting all weird and shit, for real. So yeah, I just had a little spillage and shit. What up though, man? How my brothers doing?
We good, man.
How you feeling?
Man, I feel with my hands, sometimes my feet. You know what I mean? That's what I'll be telling them. You feel me? For real. Word up. don't feel with nothing else. Cause I ain't got no time to be giving a fuck. You know?
Right.
About stupid shit. For real.
Right.
What up though? Families? The
Man, chilling,
family?
chilling. Talking about these Brooklyn MCs. What makes y'all so dope? Like I said, you can run the list down from every borough, but Brooklyn seemed to hold the crown when it comes to putting out these legends. Is it the environment? Like Knowledge said, the water fucked up. Like, yo, what is it? Is it the competition?
Use that. That's you see that right there? Right there. That yellow shirt. Yeah. I think it's really you know, your environs, your cultural environment, your environment that you're around, it has a great deal to do with how you perform your language, you know, how you speak. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
in the course of, you know, talking and shit and expressing yourself, you know what I'm saying, it's like you can't you could go any place you want, but you are wherever you go. And you take yourself with you, you know? So it's a lot of MCs that's super nice that ain't even from New York City. If technically, you know what I'm saying? It's some MCs that I'll be like, you just said Vince Staple nicer than to me. He nicer than a lot of niggas that niggas is loving and all these niggas nuts about their raps and all that. Them niggas ain't even really saying nothing with no substance like Lil Bro saying. And he from Long Beach. You heard?
Right.
So it's generational and it's also where you from. But really, it's the culture that keeps the hip hop shit popping. It's culture. You heard? It's culture. And culture entails you know, we got lessons. We got, you know, we got different very interesting spiritual movements and all type of shit that come from unique locations, so it lends support to whatever your consciousness is. I don't know. People be trying to separate hip hop from. They good. They good. Thank you. They try to separate hip hop from mysticism or something spiritual, and it's impossible. You know, even if you're doing even if you doing the devil's raps and you spitting for the white man and all his children, you still doing spiritual work. You heard? You could be doing it for good or for bad. You still participating in a modality of sorcery that entails the use, the intricate and interesting use of both the voice and with drums. You heard? Sounds and drums is the base. Drums is the foundation of hip hop, and you know the drum is made. Original drums our people make. Our drums is made out of motherfucking what you call it, out of wood and out of wood and skins and hides of dead animals. You heard? So once you start making a drum and you using wood and you using skins of dead animals, what you remember the djembes when we was little? You see the drums, they even have the hide on them still, where they ain't
Hell
even
yeah.
scrape all of the hair off like
Right.
that. So that's for that tells you that's something for a particular reason. And then when they bring out that particular drum, you know, they got different drums in our culture. That like when you want to call attention to the crowd because we have great news to tell. It's a smaller drum that has a higher pitch. You heard? Boop, 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 boop. Rituals, some rituals and some thing. You know, even you go to Louisiana, it's interesting. The second line dancing is all about death. You heard?
Hell yeah.
Second line is about death. It's about you wish with. It's like your family and walking you home. You heard? Like you all right. We got you. You know what I'm saying? But then what does happen with what happens with when the people forget while they do things, that shit is crazy. Even out here, bro, on Martin Luther King Day, back in the day, these niggas all get together to fight each other from different hoods on Martin Luther the King Day. Yeah. So, you can hear your environs in a lot of places and how people spit. Like niggas take pride. Niggas take pride in being ignorant out here, bro. You heard? Like niggas walk around, I swear to God, beating their chests like gorillas and want you to know that they don't know nothing at all, nigga. I never gave a fuck about nothing good. That's how they is. I ain't never gave a fuck. That's how these niggas is. You heard? That's how I swear to God. Till you find pockets of people with culture.
Right.
Who offer a different rendition, of what it entails and shit. For real.
So, like, you done a lot of stuff with Planet Asia. He was one of those people that you found in one of those pockets out there, or did y'all actually meet over on the East Coast?
See, now, I met Planet Asia in Los Angeles, but Planet Asia is not from Los Angeles. He's from Fresno. I spoke to my brother today. That's my brother. You heard? And Asia's a genius. He's a multi-genius. He get his shit from his environment and the cultural iconography of Central California. Because once you go higher up, you're getting closer to them schools and books and shit. You heard? We technically Los Angeles is down south. You heard? So if you look at the map, we just down south. We straight and damn near straight line longitude to all of the down south states. You heard? Like that. So boom, you going higher up north. You get closer to Berkeley. You get closer to the Bay. The consciousness is different. It's a different cultural ideology in those regions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For real, and some people would say it appears to be a little bit more family oriented. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Now, being out there on the West Coast, like, was it a shock to see dudes running around saying, "Hey, we don't give a fuck"? Like you said, they beat their chest.
No, because I know the most ignorant niggas in the world in New York. You heard? So it's just like I just seen the style of it here, but I don't hang out with niggas in LA. I'm a recluse. I don't really, because I'm not getting in none of them situations where a nigga gonna ask me where I'm from and all that stupid ass shit. I ain't got no time for that. I ain't come out here for none of that fuck shit. For real. That's that shit. You heard? I'm a god. Plus, the way I move, how I talk, and the shit I do, it's obvious that I ain't from here. And me and you ain't really got no business fucking with each other if you don't know about my book and my brother Rashid isms. You heard? If you don't know nothing about that shit, then we ain't not finna be friends. I'm 46. I don't want to be no nigga friend. I'm not going out looking for no new niggas to be my friends. You feel me? So I'll be like this. All I'm fuck with is students and teachers, as people who get family, students, and teachers, because you always gonna be, you want to be in the company of those parameters all the time. You want to be with your family. You want to either be always teaching or you always want to be a student of life. You ain't got no choice anyway. Just some people just don't even recognize that they always, you either learning, you either building or you destroying. Word is bond.
For sure. Now, with the culture of hip hop being so heavy on drugs, like you was talking about in the one joint, the heroin, the pills, and all that other shit.
Yeah.
And all of that spills out into the street. How do we turn that tide back to actually teaching in the music and that being accepted instead of what's being in the music now being the standard? That's what everybody follows because that's what's popping, that's what's hot, that's what's lit.
Well, I don't want to teach. I don't want to instruct. I don't want everybody to listen to the same music we listen to. I'm in the chamber. Yeah, we in chambers. We don't walk around and celebrate that shit. The shit I listen to, you do not hear on the radio. You heard? If you hear it on the radio, it's the Pilgrim over there in New York playing. He played nigga shit at 4 a.m. thinking he doing niggas a favor. You heard? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the white boy. So I'm like this. The shit I listen to, man, bro. Ain't nobody gonna play that shit on the radio. And I don't want them to play it on the radio because I understand the business of radio. Radio is for advertisements and the whole world ain't smart. So when we say we, I've been got out of this. Born to tell you, we don't play we. We is French. You heard? We
That's right.
different. We different. I ain't we. You heard? Cause every time we say we automatically open up a global adoption agency to adopt all
Mm-hmm.
kind of niggas. You heard? So when I was in the penitentiary with niggas that won't take no pictures with certain niggas. You heard?
Mm-hmm.
Cause he can't be in the picture with that nigga, man. You heard? Cause it's gonna look like he was dancing at the same party. You heard?
Right,
So
right.
that's because that's the social paradigm. That's how that's the social constraints there. So I'm like, when we talking about saving people through music, the parents got to be able to start playing. If you really want to change music, the trajectory for music music is a personal thing anyway. I don't want to share my playlist with everybody because it's not real. You people cannot appreciate the type of music that I can. You heard? For
Mm-hmm.
real. And then the other thing is, I don't like conscious music. I don't like it called that. I think we live in life, and there's genres. If I want to hear about a nigga who eat carrots and veggie wraps, what's up, Doc? What up, man? Come in. I'm good. Come
My
in.
man some
Come
veggie
in.
wraps.
I'm doing a podcast. I'm good with my brothers. Here, sit down, Cap. Right here. This is my Japanese homie Cap Soul is over. He's a legend. Come sit down right here, King. For real. So so the I don't want everybody to listen to all of the music and that would be to imply that all people is the same and that we all can about the conscious rap. By implication, to call it conscious rap means that the person that's listening to it is unconscious. You heard?
Mm.
You feel me? So I'm like this. You know what's conscious rap to me? Reasonable doubt. You heard? Jay-Z shit. That song D Evils. You heard?
Yeah.
That shit is, bro, that whole album is conscious. You heard? For Capone Noriega, the War Report, conscious.
Hell
The
yeah.
50 Cent first album, Bottle in the Club, Mommy is Engineers, that shit conscious, nigga. Cause hey, they showing you how to, he said, live, what he said? Die trying, live hard, die trying, some shit like that. Anyway, so that shit is, it's the consciousness of the person approaching the thing. So I don't know if you ever been to no like big hip hop event. Go to a big hip hop event or go to a stage in a music festival where it's a huge hip hop event. And it ain't no niggas there in front of there with little notepads writing down all the words that the person is saying and if it's going to affect the black community. You know who was out there? Pilgrims. You heard? The Pilgrims is out there like this with going animal ape shit over the motherfucking music. They wouldn't give a fuck what you talking about, man. You heard? They just paid $700 to go to Coachella to go listen to somebody be they in there for the energy, bro. They want the
Yeah.
energy.
Yeah.
The content, they know not to act none of that shit out when they leave the arena. Go ahead, Peter, and it'll be Peter and his friend Bob and Josh, and they're all like this. Fuck that, fuck that, like this, boom. And then when the shit is over, they got situational awareness. They're aware
Yeah.
that no, we were just having fun, bro. And this is my problem with our folks, whatever our folks is, they keeping it real too much. Niggas is always keeping it real. They keeping it so real. The shit be killing me, son. Son, they be keeping it realer than penitentiary still. You heard? Like this. Every time you see a nigga, he like this with his face screwed up, keeping it
Mm-hmm.
real. Like this. Nah, nigga. Nah, I ain't never. This ain't never. Nah, I ain't never near. Nah, all this. And meanwhile, the white boys in them, they jumping up and down. They got this group called the Insane Clown Posse. A lot of niggas ain't never heard of that, and they would never will hear of it. You heard? It's white boys that
Mm-hmm.
paint their face like Kiss, the rock group, white and black, and they would be rapping their ass off up there, throwing Fanta soda on the motherfucking fans. You heard?
I'm here.
Like this.
I'm here.
They,
Yeah.
bro, they fill up arenas. They fill up arenas, bro. They highly coveted. You feel me?
Yeah.
And they got bankrolls from keeping it what real. Come on. That's why I be
Right.
like the hip hop shit is crazy right now. Everybody keeping it real, like ultra real. Like it's these the realest niggas in the world. Everybody real, 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 real. You feel me? Word is bond.
Yo, Knowledge, I'll let you go ahead and jump in there.
You know, tell us about this mega bus trip when you met the hungriest people that hip hop ever produced with Zelda in the
Oh,
gang. How that happened?
I was going to see my daughter in Georgia, and I get on the bus, and homie was on there with a flight jacket that was crazy fly. And we spoke for the whole ride about art and fashion and about the streets and shit. You know, he from Buffalo, I'm from New York City. And then at the very end, he said, "Oh yeah, and I do music too," and passed me a CD. So I goes and I plays the CD, and I'm like, "What the fuck is this shit? This shit is amazing." Yeah. I'm like, "Yo, bro," because I don't be listening to niggas CDs. A nigga passed me a CD, I throws them shits away. For real. I slings them shits out the window and moving vehicles. You heard? Like this. But not, son, I played that shit because of the album art and then the nature of the conversation. I actually wanted to see if it matched up with
How you
his
talking?
yeah, and it did, bro. It reached far beyond my expectations. And Gunn is a legend and a genius. Conway as well, and Benny, for real. But it was that song Hall and Nash with them two brothers that really, really amazed me. You know what I'm saying? The shit was amazing to me. For real.
Now, how long ago was this? And all of them was on the CD, or was just a couple of them
Nah,
at that time?
it was just Conway and Gunn on there. And I think Benny might have been on the I don't know if he was on the Hitler too. I will have to see. But I don't know. But I know they all them brothers been rapping. So this is 2014 too. This is
Shit.
2014 and shit.
Shit. Okay.
For real.
So I know that had to be a proud moment to see how these guys popped off in the end.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely I knew from the beginning that that they had the capability of doing that. It's just the community at large had to catch up to what they call in the underground. It's really not the underground. You heard? It's the ground that they're walking on, because all the other shit is just floating in the air. You heard? For real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For real.
So at what point for you as an MC did you decide to put your thoughts on music and become a rapper, to become an MC? Because a lot of people we can talk all day. We can throw up a video and talk all day.
I really don't consider myself no rapper though. You heard? I don't consider myself an MC. I'm an artist. I'm a performance artist. So when I and I put and I desire, like, if anybody hears any of my music, right? My music don't have I don't have standard hooks and shit in my shit. You heard? I don't do music traditionally, and I do one takes. You heard? I don't punch in nothing, and then I do some improv. Sometimes I write shit down. If it don't come out that way, I keeps it like that. I keeps my hugs and all that shit in the thing, because I do have respect for the art form. I love rap. I love motherfuckers who can rap their ass off, but I know I got enough respect for the vocation that I want to chart my own way. And I don't want to never sound contrived, like I'm trying to do it. You get what I'm saying? I
Right,
don't want to
right.
sound like I'm trying to do nothing. I just want to do the shit. For real.
Sure.
For real.
So, yo, to the younger MCs, the younger rappers, the younger artists, as you say, if you saw somebody coming up and they asked you for some guidance, what would you tell them?
To listen to jazz, to replenish the field of mind for creativity and classical music, for real. And study the greats in certain areas, or like to me, one of the greatest MCs ever that they all source their shit from is Lord Finesse. You heard?
Mm-hmm.
Especially all the battle rappers now is Lord Finesse babies and Big L babies, because it's the build up, how they do it. I get up, I do this, I do, it's a certain cadence that they all follow and a blueprint. You know what I mean? And then the schemes, the rhyme schemes. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Right, right.
And like that, study rhyme schemes too. And then there's not it's like, this. In certain genres of music, in particular, say jazz, for instance, you could buy a jazz album by a particular artist, and they didn't write all of the songs on the jazz album. They doing renditions of other people's shit. Go to reggae, you go to reggae, they playing reggae, it'd be 20 artists rapping on the same beat, and nobody's giving a fuck.
About an hour
they
long,
just
for sure, yeah.
Hour the same like that shit, with this different MC, the different men on there, particular chatting on it. You know what I mean? The rhythms. So with studying hip hop, it's easy. Like one of the nicest dudes out right now is Sauce Walker to me. Them niggas from Texas.
Yeah, I'm hip. Yeah, I'm hip.
He be rapping his ass off. I fucks with him. And it be made. He got this song, him and his homie, the Sauce Twins, they got this song called "All Right, Little Bro." You heard?
Yeah.
I already know. Watch it, bro. Watch it, please watch it. Yo, let me take care of this shit real quick. Give me 1 second, bro.
For sure. All right.
That ain't nobody business right there. Motherfuckers trying to be nosy and shit, trying to see something. Nah.
Yo, but when I was looking up this list of Brooklyn MCs, I didn't know fucking Shock G was from Brooklyn. Like, that was like a for real surprise to me. Like, I thought he was like straight West Coast, you know what I'm saying, from the Bay, Oakland cat, and he was actually born in Brooklyn.
Yeah. We're gonna have the Brooklyn MC conversation. We dealing with the mysticism. We're gonna have a real Brooklyn conversation. I don't want to leave out Rome. Shout out to Rome, the plug.
Sure.
Mr. Melvinaire. Shout out to the Melvinaire podcast coming soon. You understand? Because I want to hear his input. Because y'all be talking greasy when y'all get together. You understand? I appreciate
Not
that.
at all. Not
I
at
love
all.
that. I love that shit. I'm gonna holler at Rusty Jukes. I'm gonna holler at General Steele. I'm gonna holler at Bernadette. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get some Brooklyn shit going on in this motherfucker. Okay? We're gonna get some Brooklyn shit going on. You know? Got to tuck your chain in a little bit.
See, I ain't even got one, and I still want to tuck it. You know what I'm talking about?
See, when he talked about Long Beach, because Long Beach isn't LA.
Yeah.
Long Beach is the Brooklyn of Southern California. It's a different hunger over there. You see what I'm saying? Good, because they not LA. So everybody's saying LA, you know, they in LA County, but they ain't in LA. You see what I'm saying? So that's Long Beach, you know. So that's different. LA would be like Harlem. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like Harlem, you know, because you're gonna get caught up. Somebody gonna run some game to you. You know, they got your ass. You know what I'm saying? They got your ass. You know, so it's a little bit of that right there. That's an element. You know, like the Bay and those other areas. I could say they got a different hunger and they got a different level of intelligence.
Sound, they got a different way of moving.
Yeah.
Different
So
language, everything is different out there.
Today is August 22nd. This is, you know, Jesus' birthday and Huey P. Newton's death day. He was killed early in the morning in the alleyway, you know, February 22nd, 1989. So there is, you know, Frisco, you got Richmond, you know, you got that Yay area, you got Sac, you got all those areas and pockets to where everybody got something different that they culturally astute with. You see what I'm saying? And they got their own story. So that's a whole thing by itself. You see what I'm saying? Then you get down to LA and we know what LA is notorious for, but we got to understand why it's notorious for what it's notorious for, because of the cultural impact of the 60s and the 70s across the United States, but more specifically in these places. That's why the Midwest conversation is so pivotal, because of that cultural, you know, vanguard stance place, you know, on every level. You know what I'm saying? From pimping to panthering. You understand what I'm saying? From pimping to panthering, like all the way through. So, you know, it becomes pivotal. It becomes very pivotal. And traveling in these different spaces, that's why I like time zones, because, you know, time zones exist as a stamp to say you're no longer, you got to change your clock. You know what I'm saying? So you got to change your clock and get your shit together. You're in a different time zone. So if your smartphone don't adjust, you got to adjust it yourself. If people still wear watches, you got to change the time. So before you get off of the plane, they orient to you. They tell you, welcome to such and such. The local time is this. So, you know, you change in your watch because you need to change your mind to be adaptable for the situation that you're in. So looking at this from a cultural perspective, everybody got that cultural push. You know what I mean? Hey, Rashid saved my life, yo. I'll just tell y'all that.
Oh, for sure. That's what's up.
No, in real life, though. I ain't even saying that shit because he on here. I'm saying that shit in real life because he know in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is real life. For real. So, the mysticism that he speaks is a lifestyle that he lives, and we live similar lifestyle. And he know me. He know me in a war state, and when you in a war state of mind, that's the hellified place to be in. And what he imparted to me, I know he got it from those who see him in the hellified war state and thought enough about him to help bring him out. So it's real. When they say each one teach one, you got to find that one. in order for you to teach 9, because you're really responsible for teaching 9, but you got each one teach one. You know, they might have added reach one later on, but you have to teach one in order to reach one. You can't reach that motherfucker, but you have to find out where he is. You see what I'm saying? And he found out where I was, and because he found out where I was, we was able to reach others. You see what I'm saying? They may not necessarily never ever be on the same, you know, wavelength that we on, but they on what they on, and it's what's supposed to do. So the sciences that he teaches is real because hell is real. Hell on earth, like Mobb Deep, that song, "Hell on Earth" is real. And when you're in war, you see heaven and hell at the same time.
So I'm gonna jump out the window here. We talking about like knowledge itself or something, man. Like, yo, you doing the whole cycle joint right
now. I'm talking about none of that shit. I'm talking about warfare. I'm talking about Iraq and Afghanistan. I'm talking about real life explosions and death, like as close as you could get to death as possible. Smiling, and I survived it because I was connected with Rashid and Black Dot. Mentally, physically, I didn't. There wasn't a chance a motherfucker couldn't kill me. You understand what I'm saying? But mentally, you got people that leave and they go to war and they never come back.
Absolutely.
Just like a motherfucker go to prison. He go to prison. He never come home from prison. He can't wait to go back to prison. You know what I'm saying? I was with war junkies who couldn't wait to go back to war. Like even with this shit popping off right now, they give me a call. I'm out of here. It's a wrap. You understand? I'm real comfortable in that space.
In that situation,
yeah. So regular life, high stress, there's no definition for none of that. If you ain't get that shit in that way, and that's how he was able to teach me and reach me in that way.
You remember how we was talking? We was always talking. The people who lose their life in war be out there conflicted as to what they there for. They not situationally aware. They out there in their feelings. And this is another thing. When you start seeing non-situational awareness, you know, and you like, yo, what the fuck? Why did what you thought was gonna happen over here if you came to war? You know?
Right.
What you thought? War is ugly. It's real nasty. You know? You can smell death every day. You know? I don't know what niggas thought. They thought it was G.I. Joe or some old stupid shit. Or the 18 where everybody got big silver AK-47s and no blood.
Nobody ever
motherfuckers get exploded. And then you dealing with, I don't care nothing for although I was born Muslim, I really don't care for extremism of any sort. You know? So any nigga that don't give a fuck about how he gonna get to heaven, if he gonna get there in 1,000 pieces or one piece, man, they need to put his stupid ass inside some motherfucking some parameters. You heard? For real. For real. That shit is naive to me when people be talking about, oh no, why can't the world be like it used to be where we was all at peace? Shut your dumb ass up. We never was at peace. That's impossible.
What's that address?
There's nothing. Right. Yes, nothing. What's the address for peace? There's never been until the civilized man came out with civilization. You know? Then people can have semblances of peace. You know? And then and then you can actually access and be, you can access what peace might be, but it's war defends that shit. You know? War defends it. Ugly, stupid ass wars too. You know? For real. I be telling dudes all that conscious shit, and you can read all the shit. You can read the 9 books of Moses, the 10 books of this and all of that shit. If you is not situationally aware of your surroundings, and you don't know that we at war and have never not been, all that shit won't serve you. It don't make a difference. You can know all that shit. That shit, you sound stupid to me. Nigga coming around me and don't know, I don't want to hear all that shit. Is you willing to shoot a squirrel, nigga? You heard? To eat. And eat a handful of raw rice, nigga. You heard? Just to get 2 days, another day or two in. You heard? Them niggas out there are war monsters. Them niggas can't. The only reason why, that's why they discover why you need to wash your ass. Because them niggas be in them fatigues 3, 4, 5, 6 days, weeks at a time. Right? Like this. Boom. And after a while, you get so raggedy and so fucking stink, the shit'll kill you. Yeah? So these niggas is defending your right to bathe. They defended, they keep pestilence. War, they say war and pestilence. Nah. War keep pestilence the fuck away from humans. Yeah. They always need to be reminded. Well, imagine if they didn't have parking shit with parking meters and all that in major cities. These motherfuckers would go down there and fight over the spaces, bro. You heard? They would be like, this is my space. This is my family space. This been my parking space for the last 65 years. They do it in the jail. Niggas be having chairs in the penitentiary. Nigga kill you over his spot in the day room.
Right.
You heard? For real. For real. So, you know, we not complaining. We just saying what it is. For real.
The stench is real. You could smell a motherfucker for 2 miles. So your stench makes you a target. I don't have to see you. I don't have to see you. You smoke cigarettes? Yeah, I appreciate you because I'm coming to kill you. Because I can see it lights up the night sky.
Right.
You understand? And the smoke, it travels. Especially if it travels downwind.
And
so
that's
when y'all seen the book of Eli, when he said the great thing about showers,
discipline. Look,
right? He said the great thing with no showers, I can smell you. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have to see nobody. He smelled everybody that was there.
Yeah, that's what the natives said. They could smell the white man. They could smell him from the ship before they got off that motherfucker.
Vietnamese said shit. Smell you a couple miles before they seen you. That's how they knew where to go to find you.
Well,
for sure. Now, before you had to take the time out, you were saying the young people need to listen to jazz. You elaborated on that, but you also mentioned classical music.
Yeah.
What? And I fuck with classical music. What made you put that on the table as well?
It's a part of our music. It's the Renaissance music. We made up all of the delineating marks in there for the progressions, the crescendo and all that shit that happens inside of the arrangement, they call it. You know what I'm saying? We made it up. So it's those rules are still in place. And Mozart, that's Moors. Beethoven, that's a Bay. That's Beethoven and was Moors. You know? And it's a known fact that's our music, you know, and all that shit. And they just and some of it is just if you listen to it, it's really spiritual, you know, for real. It occupies a spiritual space.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I listen to classical music. I don't really listen to Beethoven. I listen to Vivaldi. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of music that we create, but we also kind of, I don't know if it's abandoning it, or just leaving it in the past. But like even with rock and roll, we created that. But now, if you see a black dude bumping some rock and roll, they look at you kind of sideways because you're not supposed to fuck with that. That's for the other ones.
Yeah, but
that's more recent than classical music.
I got rock and roll records around me. My daddy and them used to have rock and roll records, you know? Right. And the thing I would tell the young people is to stay within. You can't break rules until you know them, right? They be wanting to break rules and don't got none, you know? They really don't know nothing about no other art forms in order for them to create new genres or new ways to express this genre. You feel me? So it's like it's interesting that the hip hop acts. I seen this in 2006, five or six. I seen that they was gonna change the silhouette on all of the hip hoppers. that they was gonna start dressing like skaters. I had seen it. I seen it
Yeah.
coming. You heard?
Yeah.
And the skaters is gonna look like the rock shit, you know, like rockers and all that shit. I've been seeing that shit. And then the music, you see the music kind of after they did that the music went backwards in time, but used beat machines just to reproduce the blues. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then they using all that repeating. I repeated. I said it again and I did it. They did it. All that's from
The
Benin.
Mike Jones effect. Yeah.
That shit is African, bro. That's the music of the blacksmiths. To repeat. It's like you banging on something. You heard? For real. So the blues, all that old blues from back in the day, if you hear it, it's mad repetition.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah. Now, I remember hearing Scarface say one time, and it's something that I've been saying for a long time, is they used to teach music with actual instruments in school. They don't really do that no more. You can learn how to play a guitar, you can learn how to play the drums, the flute, whatever it was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They used to have that as a regular part of the curriculum. Now it's not a part of that no more.
Yeah.
Where a lot of people that came from not even that long ago, a generation before us, that was the standard in music.
Look. You gotta ask, bro. Yeah, I'll do it for you. I'm sorry. Yeah, my shit is just falling. Yo, yeah, that I remember when they start taking music out of the schools and made the kids slow as fuck, bro. You heard? It's like there's a design denotes purpose, and there's a nurturing and a nature clause inside of our reality. You heard? Where we can augment or improve the genus with behaviors. Yeah. If you remove certain behaviors, it affects the genus. You know?
Exactly.
So taking music out of school could have made a next generation of kids brain smaller in certain areas. You heard? For real.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Well, yo, I don't want to keep you too long. I know you got some things lined up tonight. Is there anything you want to get out? You want to let them know where to get the music, to get the knowledge, to get the book, all that good stuff from?
Man, they could just hit me on the Instagram. You know, if they know me, they know me. I really are born to tell you, I don't really proselytize and stand on the corner. I don't want everybody to know about me know-how, because I know all the great people. You know what I'm saying? Already. So I don't need no new shit. They need to know themselves. For real. Word is bond. I don't need to put no cash apps and none of that shit and none of that. For real. Watch.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So for real, man, I appreciate you coming through. This is my first time interviewing you. Rome was supposed to be here too, but I'm glad you fell through for us and everything, man.
Who's supposed to be here?
It's another host we have, Rome.
Oh, okay, that's what's up. All right, y'all.
All right, legend.
Peace to the God. You over there fucking something up. What you eating? I'm hungry as a hostage. My motherfucking self.
Knowledge always eating something behind the camera. Always.
Yeah.
Something or someone. You understand? That's how it go.
For real.
All right, legend.
Inshallah, I'll see y'all later. All right, peace.
All right, man. Peace.
Peace. Yeah. We're wrong comment because he said something in the comments and shit. You missed out, Rome. Chasing the bag. Got caught up in the bag. Okay? So shout out to Rome, man. Rome the plug, man.
Shout out to Rome for sure, man. Gotta do what you gotta do.
All right. Look at my brother, man. Rashid, you gotta come through here too. You and cocaine, man. Y'all gotta give us that that the Prince of Revolutionary G-Funk. You understand what I'm saying? With the king of G-Funk.
That G-Funk.
Okay, man. Right set, man. We got to set that shit up, man. You know what I'm saying? That's my brother, man.
Ain't Cocaine the one with more features or been on more songs than anybody in history?
Than Jesus.
Right.
Than Jesus Christ. You understand what I'm saying? Than Jesus Christ. He's been on more tracks than Jesus.
I gotta find that track. He dropped a track where he was just spitting bars. He wasn't singing none of that shit. He was just straight dropping bars. It sounded like a track. I remember that.
He got it.
I just remember him from singing on hooks when I was a teenager. But I heard this track like about 2 years ago. Like, yo, why didn't we get more of this? What's happening?
It's whatever's clever. You hear me?
For sure. True legend. Cocaine, man, please.
Yeah, so we're gonna get that story, man. We're gonna get this story, and we're gonna get out of here because I got a show in 40 minutes.
I know, busy man. 19 shows a day.
I kind of slowed down from that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm getting invigorated.
12, same shit, cuz.
This is nostalgic. Like Rob was just on, but Rob been on this platform since the second episode.
Right. I remember you telling me that.
So since the second episode, you know what I mean? Like, that's how family do. When you establish good relationships with people, they come to and fuck with you, even if they don't fuck with this no more.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That don't mean that they don't fuck with you. Like, we real family. You know what I'm saying? Like same thing with Black Dot. We real family in real life. You know, this is a formality. You know, this is a formality. So yeah.
Yeah, Black Dot, that was great conversation. That's a homie right there for sure.
You heard him on the track too. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They family. Family is family. You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
No.
We're gonna have that where Brooklyn at conversation. Okay? We're gonna have that where Brooklyn at conversation and see what I could bring through there. See if we could get Billy Dance or somebody like that to navigate the Brooklyn MC conversation. See what I'm saying? Because there's certain people you can't have that conversation without, you know. That's just like I couldn't have this conversation about ghostwriting and hip hop without Doggy Diamonds. We really can't have a Brooklyn hip hop conversation without him either. So it's just because there's a story to Brooklyn, you know, and you need a proper narrator. You know what I'm saying? You need somebody that narrate like James Earl Jones. You see what I'm saying? And Doggy Diamonds, through his phenomenal skill and will and his narration process, you know, can tell that story like no other. So, you know, shout out to the interview king, Doggy Diamonds, another one of my brothers in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
The virtual stuff is fine, man. You know, it's fine.
Yeah, but that is what it is. Real relationships is real relationships. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's important.
You a sucker, you a sucker. No? Yeah. Whatever happened.
No.
Mike Will 729 said, "Are you the book writer I read a book from? Knowledge Born?" Nah, not yet.
That's coming soon.
Not yet.
That's coming soon.
Seriously,
we're talking to the publishers right now.
Not even joking. I'm gonna show y'all a cover, one of the covers from one of the books. I think I still got it up in here somewhere. One of them. Give me a half a second. I don't want y'all to think I'm bullshitting over here, okay?
I know, because I asked you about this a couple years ago, and you was like, man, you know.
No, I said I had some books to write. Y'all kept just like, yo, you got to do 85,000 more shows. I'm like, when the fuck am I going to write the book? When the fuck am I going to write the book? You know what I'm saying? So, give y'all a little glitz ants. Boom.
Bam.
Okay.
Bam.
Okay. So my man Mac Will, if you don't see this right here, ain't me, fam. Shout out to that other knowledge born. You see what I'm saying? We moving in violence out here. Silence and violence. The 10 crack commandments. So you ain't see that or some kind of variation with the bat signal. Let me put that up one more time. I ain't keeping it up there too long and shit. You know what I'm saying? One more time for no reason.
Man, you don't want nobody steal it. You don't want nobody steal it.
They can steal it. They can steal it. You understand? I wouldn't have met A. Rashid if it wasn't people out stealing or Black Dot.
Mm-hmm.
So people were stealing and selling, pirated, bootlegging lectures and all that shit. I wouldn't have met them.
Is that right? How is that? I know you got to go, but how the fuck is that?
It's you know, you could be in the same place in the same time with a motherfucker, like around the corner and not knowing. You know what I'm saying? So we in the same circles, families in the same circles, mother, you know, my mother, his mother, everybody in that same circle. We just ain't know each other till we knew each other.
One day, boom.
Boom. One too many trips to Iraq, boom. You know, and it grew from there. Like
That's
14 years ago. Yeah, like 14 years ago. Yeah, 14, 15 years ago. And it's still real. You know. So I'm glad we got it. You know, almost scholastic version of my brother today. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
some things going on. It be like that sometimes, you know.
Yeah, salute to you, Mike Will, 729. He says salute, Killa. You know what I'm saying? And let me shout out Nikki Love because she is like a champion, okay? She's a champion. She go hard in the paint, man. Always showing love and support. You understand? And shout out to Rome, who chose work over, you know, his podcast. That's what you're supposed to do. Because I don't pay you. I can't pay you. Not yet. You understand? When I can pay you, you know, I understand. But if I can't pay you and you up there and be more, and whoever in charge of be more lights and gas, cut your shit off because you was over here fucking with me. In the words of Flavor Flav, I can't do nothing for you, man. I can't do nothing for you, man.
Nothing.
So, you know. Hey, Rashid said he don't need to put his cash app up, but we got ours open. Okay? So if y'all see it, y'all can cash the app right there. $, Knowledge One Alive. We out here doing a whole lot. School start tomorrow over here.
Right,
you know,
right.
We still got young children out here with no school supplies, no backpacks, nothing. We did drives, different places, you know, and continuously doing. So we out here feeding children, housing the hungry and the homeless and the downtrodden and the abused. We out here uplifting out of our own pockets. So, you know, we appreciate whatever it is. You can send a penny. I will not be upset. You understand? I am not that other guy or girl.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If it's a penny, we're going to find a way to use it. You heard me? So, Killa, what you got, man?
Yeah.
Talk to
man,
him.
Shout out to Rome. Wish he was here. Check me out on Brews and Beats. Shout out to brother Rashid. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Knowledge Born. And anybody that fell through to see us right now, or anybody that come through later and see the video. Much love to you.
Word. Happy Born Day one more time to the Jizzle, man.
Jizzle.
No, words.
Jizzle. And they come to Cleveland in October. Jizzle, Raekwon, Ghostface. And they performing their first albums. It's going to be dope. I won't be here. It's on a Friday. I'm letting you know now. I won't be here that day.
I'm going to be where you at. Where's that?
Come through.
Cleveland?
For sure.
What day is it?
It's in October. I want to say like the 27th or the 17th, something like that. But I already got my ticket.
You fuck around and look. I'm up in that motherfucker. You be like, yeah.
For sure.
I'm up in that motherfucker.
Fall through, cousin. It's all love for sure.
Up from the 36 chambers. It's the go. Oh, okay. So look out.
Yes, sir.
Wu-Tang Killer Bees. We on the swarm. So I might do a Wu-Tang mix tonight sometime. You know, I ain't drinking. I'm not drinking, so it might actually happen. You know what I'm saying? Girls who drinking, don't take it for granted. You understand what I'm saying? Don't take it for granted.
Yo, because this is the home of Wu Sunday. So, yo.
This is the home of Wu Sunday. And, you know, that's still killer season.
For sure, for sure.
AKA Bob Killer. You know what I'm saying? Bob. As given by Capone Noriega right here.
Right, that's official. It's never going away. That's official.
I'm feeling it, man. You know, I'm celebrating. You know, thank whoever got me on a tight leash that, you know, I thought enough not to be drinking because I would be scummed out right now because it's like celebration week right here. You know, 6 years. You know, I don't know how many episodes no more. I can't even count.
A bunch.
Over 2,200. I think the next milestone conversation will probably be like 2,500.
Right.
And then I might have to drop the Black album on y'all and tell y'all I'm retiring and shit. It's over with, you know.
And then come back 2 months later. Huh?
When I come back like Jordan, we're in the 4 or 5. Oh shit. Look at the natty in the house. You understand? Boom. Okay.
Sure. Yeah. Shout out to Cincinnati for sure. That's the homies down there for sure.
All right. So yeah, we out of here, man.
All right, now peace.
Peace, y'all.
Yeah. Now we gonna tell them. That in front. We tell them like this, yo. I'm an African. I'm a African. I'm an African. I'm a African. Yeah, y'all like that? No more. This man's mind is open. I'm an African. I'm a African. I'm an African. I'm a. Let's get
and
back
that
to
motive
the
is best developed by recognizing the common enemy.